Happy Friday, y'all. How's everybody doing? Get some sage going here. Some comments. Let's open up that channel. Good morning, Christy. How are you? Good morning, Kimberly and Crystal. What's up, Kobe? Yes, very good Friday, Sarah. Good morning, Jamie. All right. How's everybody doing since we last talked? Hello, Caitlin. Haven't seen you in a while. Good morning, Sheila, Yvonne. Good to see some familiar faces in here. A lot of familiar faces. Please share if you can. If you don't mind, I would appreciate it. Need some of that sage. Yeah, it's good to have. It's always good to have around. So today we're going to do some card readings as well as usual. If you'd like a one card free, just let me know. Ask me a question. If you do want to leave a donation or tip, I will get to you first, so you'll be first on the list. So any donations are welcome and greatly appreciated as well. This is why I can keep doing this. So if you can donate, please do. And I can give you a 3-card reading, get a little bit more in depth. But if you guys have any questions about, like, there's certain topics you want to, or a certain topic you want to look into, or a question you have, make sure you're specific in the questions. I'm just, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick your name, and then I'm going to wait for a response from you, in comments, just to make sure you're paying attention, because some people will feel like they get missed, or they don't think they got picked, or because they get distracted. It happens all the time. So I will make sure you acknowledge before I go, and if you don't acknowledge, I will move on to the next person until I get a comment. So hope you all understood that. I think I explained it well enough. Yep, Fabulous Friday. Fabulous. Hello, Jimmers Yonder. How are you? How many dimensions have I been in? Oh, God. Eternal, dude. Limitless, bro. It's a mind bender, I know. So I'm going to get a card of the day for all of us first. Let me get this. I think. Oops. Get my music straightened out here. I have to go non-copyright because I'll get in trouble. Or a video will get clipped if I don't. So anyway, all right. So we're going to do a card of the day. Just ask the cards. Come on. I just told you, man. I didn't need a card for that. Got to ask the right questions if you want the right answers. That was the answer. How many dimensions have you been in? You dwell in a lot of dimensions, man. More than either of us can fathom in our human brains. All right, card of the day is the Tree People, Sustenance. So it's time to really get in tune with nature this weekend. Paying attention, look at that owl in there. That's the wisdom, right? So taking the wisdom from nature, connecting. What feelings do you get? What kind of messages? You know, if you have to ask nature something, understand nature will respond just like the universe does. So where is it that you need to really fulfill yourself right now? And I feel like nature can lead you that, or fulfill some of that and lead you in the right direction to that fulfillment. So tree people, sustenance, talk to the trees. I know it sounds crazy, but it actually does work. They talk back. They don't communicate like we do. I mean, it's not like a tree with a big mouth and bunch and eyes. I mean, maybe in another dimension. As Jimmers was talking about, they're viewed differently or they look different, but in this dimension, they will talk through vibration, feeling, expression, vision, just like spirit guides do. They're kind of our spirit guides here on Earth. They're kind of our Earth guides, you know, and nature in general. Jimmers, I wasn't born here. Well, my soul wasn't born here either. But I was born here as a human, at least to my knowledge. I mean, that's awesome. Sammy Angel says, one of my first guides I ever met, he reminded me of a tree ENT. Well, what's normal, Jimmers? Do you want to be normal? Do you mean familiar, maybe? Because it's all, I mean, thank God it's all abnormal. Your life would be boring. Oh, okay, from Lord of the Rings. Okay. Yeah, those trees are pretty badass in the movie. All right, EJ Flint would like some guidance and advice on where I'm at in my everyday life right now and where to go from here. All right. So where you're at and where to go. Okay. All right, EJ. I don't know if we can get all that answered, but really the path is freedom, right? The bird's card, fly. It's time to fly. You're a peacock. You got to fly. Have you ever seen that movie? The other guys. Anyway, no, it's really right now. I think it's important that you find your own freedom, your own independence. I think you've been doing that from the feeling and expression I'm getting and the messages I'm getting. You have been on that road or that path, and just keep moving in that direction toward freedom. I feel like that's where you find your flow, your rhythm. More independence is needed at this point. Not having to rely on anybody, though, knowing that you do have, if you need the help, you have it. So keep going. You're doing a good job, EJ. Breaking past a lot of fear. All right, let's see who stands out to me now. That's kind of how I pick. It's just kind of whoever stands out. No, I should be all right, unless you can hook it up really quickly. I mean, it's loud enough. You guys hear the music in the background? It's only meant to be background music, so. Hello, Susan Ferguson. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while, fellow shaman. Being psychic is normal here. That's true. We're all psychic here. If you're here, you're resonating, or you're here to, to spam my comments, or there's a few different reasons, but usually a lot of you, the people that really are and want to be here and show up here and share and support, you're all in that. You're all on the path to be a shaman or a shaman already yourself. So thank you for sharing. Looks like we got 30 people watching right now. Hang in there. Things are getting interesting. See what messages come in. A lot of these messages for all of us, they are for all of us. I did pull a card of the day, but understand if something else or another message resonates with you and seems to parallel, that message is meant for you as well. That's kind of how the universe works. It works very mysteriously and very simplex, I guess is a good way to say it. Ah, welcome, Andrea. First time watching. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Lynn Boyer, do my guides have anything to say? Yeah, it's time to nurture. The Earth card, again, it's like the card of the day. The tree people and the Earth card have a lot in common. This is really kind of starting simple or going back to the basics. Like if things are getting too confusing or too complex, it's time to kind of start from square one. Not really start over, but just kind of go back to the basics and keep things more simple in your life. I feel like that's something that you need at this point. Like I feel like you're getting too many cluttered thoughts or contradicting thoughts. It's time to kind of let all that go. Maybe take a meditation, do a meditate for, all next week or this weekend. And just, just have one of those meditations where you just let go of everything, where you don't have any ideas and allow new to come in. But I feel like you're getting too fractaled out with your thoughts, and it can cause like confusion. It can cause, what's the word when you're on a ship? You're not, you kind of lose your sea legs. You kind of disorientation in mental thought. So take a break. You're overthinking too much. You're welcome, Lynn. Thank you. Yeah, Shayla, I think we were talking about it last time, right? If you want to just go to my website here at psychicshaman333.com if you want to schedule a reading. I'd love to talk to you. It'd be a lot of fun. And see good things for you. I mean, there's some hurdles you have to get over, but a lot of them are mental blocks. Does Lloyd, okay, Jonah Lynn Evangelista, does Lloyd love someone else? I don't think so. I think Lloyd is, he got the birds card as well. So really just more about his independence and not wanting to commit as deeply as you. I feel like he'll get there, but I don't think is in love with somebody else. Because he fights for his independence so much, almost to a point of fault. When it comes to relationships, like he could kind of get himself in trouble with flirting, but I don't see that he loves anybody else. But I feel like he's not ready to settle into a fully committed relationship yet. Though he may say he does, I feel like he may not hold that promise or keep that promise. Not at this moment, but I do feel like give it some time. He's a slow mover, so it's going to take another year, maybe longer, before he's ready to really settle in. My Wand Webster says, will I be a brave warrior? You already are. You already are a brave warrior. Of course, Jamie. Give you a card. Jamie first. Sabrina, that question just kind of stood out, or that statement. I'm going through a spiritual awakening process. The dark night of the soul. Yeah, I think we're all kind of going through that collectively right now. I'm wondering when it's going to end. Well, it doesn't really ever end. I mean, this one will. But as you grow and you progress, getting to know yourself, getting to know, closer to your soul, you're going to understand that you're going to have certain times when you go back, or it's important that we pay attention to that dark side, to our dark side, and tend to it so it doesn't act out in irrational ways. So it's important that we visit that dark a lot, just as much as we visit the light. We just need to keep within the light, right? We want to make sure we're making the proper decisions. You don't have to. You can be a complete selfish jerk about things, and that's just the life you're going to live. But it's a very painful life. But I think it's just as long as you know that you are of the light, you are light. But yeah, we are humans. We make mistakes, and we've been victims. We've been victimizers in our life, whether that was through words or physical or whatever that is. We need to learn. That's why we have that dark night of the soul, so we can go in there and we can heal that, right? Be okay with that and move forward and take better steps in the future and in the present. All right. Hello, Jody Jenkins. Good morning, Catherine. Oh, that's awesome, Andrea. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Your friends, you're watching. You've heard about me from your friends. All right, Jamie, you're next. Got North, Solitude. I know the cards keep telling you, be patient. It's coming, but you're not there yet. The time is not right yet. So take some time to get everything in a row, right? Understand everything happens in a process, and it has to happen one. Timing is everything. So right now, I feel like it's kind of time to take a step back. You and your family, maybe some alone time for yourself, just so you can kind of clear out some of the clutter within the mind, right? But just taking that time for yourself this weekend to just kind of, again, stop thinking so much. Here come the spammers. Oh, I'm glad, Andrea. Who is that? Would I know them? Slowly, slowly, we should make you famous. I don't know if I want to be famous. That's all I wanted when I was a kid. I wanted to be a famous musician, rock star. And I got to experience some of that locally, but it's not all it's cracked up to be. Hello, Janet Olmstead from Connecticut. Oh, thank you, Sarah, for sending a donation. I haven't seen it come in yet, but I'm sure it is. Oh, and Christy sent me $11.11. Thank you, Christy. Sarah Trigg just wants one card, General. That's pretty simple. Ancestors. Didn't you get this card like a couple times ago? Like you must be having a lot of conversations with, I feel like, guides and your higher self. So you're connecting well. You're connecting well, but heed the advice, right? Heed the messages. I know sometimes it's like, what? Do I really need to do that? Yeah, sometimes you do. When you're guided in a certain direction by your guides and your higher self, they will put you in kind of uncomfortable situations, but usually in positive ones, and usually place, it's somewhere to get you to that next step, right? To that next plateau in life so you can move on, or that next mountaintop so you can kind of begin the next level. And I think that's where the ancestors are leading you. They're kind of pushing you to step out fully, right? Well, this got really, what do they call this music? I'm old. Trap music. Can't get a reading right now. Okay, we'll do it later. Susan Ferguson says, what about the bicycle guy in the woods that paints me rocks? Fellow shaman, Susan. Spiritual traveler. So this person does seem to be connected to you. And I don't feel like this is a completely new connection, but it does feel somewhat indirect, right? So direct and indirect. So I feel like that's the kind of connection that will continue that way. Clark Abbott, yeah, I know Clark, yeah. Clark and Sheila, right? Oh, I love Clark and Sheila. They're awesome. Uh-oh. Lost the music for a minute. Why am I not seeing the donations coming through? That's getting on my nerves. That's weird. Through on this one? Yep. Sarah Trigg. See, it came through on this one. Weird. Okay. Back to it. Crystal Dawn says, I am always missing you. I'm sorry. I'm doing well today. Crystal Dawn, you got cave, right? So this is about take retreat, right? Too much energy being put out there, wearing you out. It's time to take a break, relax this weekend. Give yourself some time off. Just kind of basically doing nothing. I mean, if you want to read a book or something, or maybe you have a favorite, some favorite movies you want to watch, whatever that is, just take some time to relax and kind of, a lot of people are in their own head right now. A lot of overthinking going on from what I'm picking up with the cards and just the messages that are coming through. So maybe we need to take some time to kind of clear our head. Sarah Trigg says, working on it. My friend has 2 little girls in her house that have explicitly shown themselves to her, trying to get her to share the cost. Share the cost? Oh, the cost of a reading, so we can see why they are messing with her. Are you asking about the cost of my readings? Didn't quite get that. Sabrina, I think, yeah, I do think I answered for you earlier, so you'd have to probably go back and watch. I don't know exactly what time that was, but I did pull a card for you, or I answered. I don't know if I pulled a card for you, but I know I answered your question. Good morning, Carol O. Sammy Angel says, I was going to be a groupie for Whitesnake. A groupie? All right, Janet Almstead. What's a card? Janet, you got fire. Passion card. This is a lot about, like, I think where I'm telling most people to relax, I feel like it's time for you to kind of get out there and push forward. Maybe kind of some things that have delayed you or delayed you on your path and your journey, but now it's time to really give it a push. So take some time to plan your next plan of attack or plan of direction. Do what you need to do to kind of move you, to level up, so to speak. And I think, let me see here, I had a question that really stood out. I think it got buried. Where is it? Sorry, guys, I'm just looking for a question here. Somebody was asking about their mediumship abilities and if they get better. Hello, Angel Lopez. Happy Friday. Oh, I'm glad it does, Janet. Oh. They're coming in hot. The spammers are coming in hot today. I think it was Sylvia Marina. Did you ask that question, Sylvia, about your mediumship abilities? Was that you? And I totally forgot to ask. I think I'm kind of doing it. Ask people and get a comment back. Let's see. You guys have been pretty good about it, so. But I see I did miss Sylvia or Sabrina. She missed it because she might have got distracted and had to do something else. But the good thing is I won't erase this, so you can go back and watch it. Yeah, it was you. Okay, about the mediumship. Yeah, but it's like I feel like you need to like triple your efforts. Like you need to really work at it. A way you can do this is through meditation or just contemplation or just focusing, talking to those from your people that you are close to. That will help. But understand things come through as symbolism. They come through as expression. A lot of it isn't literal meaning. Some of it, actually, half of it's literal meaning. Half of it's symbolic. So as long as you can just, I think it's all about interpreting it properly and believing in yourself, really, because I think you can get to a point like we all do, especially as psychics or anybody. We get to these points of low energy where we stop believing in ourselves, and that can cause a big block. Nice, Tony Stevens. Found out you're a psychic medium and a Reiki healer. Nice. And that's the whole point. Trying to, that's kind of what I'm doing and try to do with people is show you have your own gifts. It just depends on how you cultivate them, how you grow them, how strong they get, how connected you are to them. Well, understand, Sylvia, the imagining is part of that psychic process. We just have been trained to look at imagination as something that's just not real, but it's very real. Especially when you don't have to imagine it, it just comes. That's, imagine when you focus on creating it, that's manifestation, part of imagination, but it also comes to pass, right? You've experienced manifestation and it coming to fruition many times. That's the imagination. As a writer, a songwriter, a guitar player, I hear music in my head. That is not just of me. That's part of the whole collective of everybody, the universe, right? The multiverse. So I do feel like I'm getting aid there. There's times when I just get a tune playing in my head out of nowhere and it won't stop playing until I actually put it down on paper and actually give it a try and hear what it sounds like. So yeah, understand the imagination is, reading and being a psychic and a medium, it's half common sense, half imagination. Be able to mix those two. the practical and the magical. You have to mix both of them for your best work, to do your best work. Yeah, Crystal Dawn, you were told you were a shaman years ago. Well, you are shamanic as far as your soul goes. You have that shamanic energy. You're very welcome, Sylvia. Thank you. Maggie, very empathic. Like I would start there, but you have all the abilities. You can hear, you can see, you have the knowing. Your strongest is your empathic ability. So picking up on people's vibes and emotions, you're really good at that. Their energy. What was that? It would be bloomin' funny if you read a spammer. Guess who it is? Awesome, Caitlin. Yep. Time is it? All right, guys. I've got to get ready for a reading, but thank you for being here. If you'd like to leave a donation and yet I missed you, or if you're watching this later, just send me a message. Let me know that you left a donation, and I can send you a 3-card reading. Until I'll probably be back on Sunday. So until Sunday, I'll see you. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you Sunday morning. Much love, peace, and happiness. Have a great day.